Hello everybody, welcome back to Fintastic. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the Hindustan Petroleum buyback, which was recently announced. Actually, it was announced right after the NTPC buyback. We had also covered the NTPC buyback and we tried to highlight the opportunity to you in that as well. And I hope it was beneficial for some of you who had taken part and watched the video. And one of our investors has also commented on that video to cover the Hpcl buyback as well. So here we are doing the same for you. And basically what we are going to study in this video is why is this Hpcl buyback slightly different from the NTPC one? Will it be beneficial like that NTPC one, or how can it be beneficial for you as a shareholder? And what are the details, what are the algorithms, etc. So now without further ado, let's just get into the details. A small announcement before getting into the video. Basically, MOATS trading session is coming up on the Lakshmi Pujan day of Diwali on Saturday on 14th November. So we have also come up with a research of certain fundamentally strong stocks which you can consider buying or investing into on this auspicious occasion. We'll be uploading the video right obviously before the MOATS trading session. So do not forget to check out that video. If you have not yet, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when the video comes up. So before starting that, let's just understand the basic difference between the two buybacks. So buybacks are actually of two kinds. One is the open offer and one is the tender offer. So I'll try and explain them in short to you. Let's look at the details first. So the open offer and tender offer, like I mentioned, are the two types of buyback. How are they different from each other? So basically, when a company issues an offer with a specific buyback price and asks the shareholders to participate in it, that means the company will make offer to buy back its shares directly from the shareholders like you. And similarly, in open offer, the company decides maximum buyback rate and it will directly purchase it from the open market within a stipulated time frame. So this is like the basic difference between both of them. So now before getting into the further details and understanding the algorithms, let's just look at the offer letter and understand the details of this buyback. So here we can see the size of this buyback is 2500 crores and the company is proposing to buy back 10 crore shares, which is equivalent to 8.71% of the total equity. The maximum price they have mentioned is rupees 250 and they can buy back the shares through secondary market at the maximum rate of 250 rupees or below. So basically the capping is there on both on the price as well as the quantity of the shares they want to buy back. So the maximum capping of shares is 10 crore shares and the price is 250 rupees. One more important thing which needs your attention over here is they had mentioned in the offer letter the opening date of buyback is November 17, 2020. So in this case what happens, it is not like that they can buy whenever they want. Basically after November 17, 2020, whenever they decide to buy back all the shares, maybe there is a possibility that in the market at that situation the prices might differ due to demand and supply or market volatility or various other factors. So in that case they are actually obliged to buy at least 50% of the decided amount which they had given for the buyback. So in this case it will be 50% out of 10 crore will be at least 5 crore shares. Now let's see how it can benefit as a shareholder, as an individual to you. Basically, first of all, let's address the fact that whenever a company announces a buyback, like most of the time, the prices of the company, stock prices of the particular share jump northwards. Even in this case of Hpcl, if you see, the buyback price was given at a very high premium, which is 250 rupees. Actually, it is 34% higher, even if you consider the announcing date closing price. And after that, the company's price has jumped like very nicely, and even in the few trading sessions it even reached up to 210, 212. So this happened in this kind of case, and I really want to give a small example to you and make you understand. So what we'll do is we'll take a simple example of how after the announcement of buyback slightly the fundamentals of the company change and how it becomes beneficial to the company on the books because of the fundamental changing, as well as for the shareholders because there is a jump in the price that occurs after the announcement. So suppose I own a particular company, the equity which I hold in this company, or the equity which I have, is of suppose 500 shares, and I have given all these 500 shares open in the market for the investors to buy and sell through the way of IPO I had given earlier. So out of these 500 shares, on these 500 shares I am making an earning of rupees, say 100 rupees. So percentage wise on 500 shares, 100 rupees will be 20%. So consider that 20% is basically my return on equity which I am making. And what I decide to buy back certain shares from the market to myself again. So suppose I decide to buy back 500 shares out of the 500 to myself again. And what happens in this case is, now after the buyback is done, after the 100 shares I have bought back, there are only 400 shares left in the market out, but the 100 rupees which I was making remains constant. I'm still making 100 rupees, but now the 100 rupees will be calculated on 400 shares. So my return on equity of 400 shares is 100 rupees, which now converts into a percentage of 25%. So in this, what happens is, there is a shift of shares happening, but there is no, I mean, even if there is no growth in particularly in the profit of the company, there has been shift because of the buyback done, and that is why the calculation changes and fundamental changes, and return on equity now becomes 25% from the 20% which was earlier. And that is why on the books the return on equity automatically jumps up. Similarly, the earning per share will also jump up. So these kind of fundamental ratio change, and this become beneficial for the company, and for a shareholders they are indirectly benefited when the price jumps up after the buyback announcement and the transactions which are done in the buyback. So this is basically in simple, I mean, these kind of figures are not there in buyback, please I'll let you know. This is just kind of simple example. I have taken easy figures so you can easily understand. So these kind of figures actually don't happen in the buyback. So that's all on the open offer buyback which we tried to cover. I mean, in this video we tried to explain you the open offer as well as the Hpcl buyback, the opportunity which is coming up. So what happens is, basically it is not that one particular buyback or one type is beneficial. In tender offer, if you see if the quality of gains are good, in the open offer also investors can make good gains. It's just that in the open offer the investor to investor gains might differ. So I hope I was able to enhance your knowledge and I was able to clear your doubts related to this buyback. If you have any other suggestions for any other kind of topics, please do use the comment section for that, and use the comment section for any other doubts if any left out as well. And I'll sign off by saying the mandatory things. Please subscribe to the channel and continue supporting us to make more such videos. Hit the bell icon and to get notified for the videos coming up. Obviously, like the video if you have liked the content, and see you again in the next video.